In another busy transfer window, it's clear there's no cost of living crisis in the Premier League. As English football has become even more lucrative, clubs have dished out almost £3 billion in the last year on transfer fees, 4 times more than any other country. So where's the cash from? Who's getting rich? And what do the spending rules allow? In recent years, the English Premier League has become one of the biggest sporting brands in the world, and with that status brings money. The Premier League generates £3.5 billion a season, double closest rival La Liga in Spain, with more income now coming from overseas broadcasters, including Sky News parent company Comcast. Some of the richest people and countries in the world are attracted to the Premier League. Recently, Newcastle were bought by Saudi Arabia. Manchester City has seen remarkable success in the past decade thanks to investment from the UAE. And the club behind me, Chelsea, built the success from the money of Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich until he was forced to sell up after the invasion of Ukraine. Some of the biggest transfer deals in the Premier League have been in recent years, with the likes of Jack Grealish and Romelu Lukaku costing clubs close to £100 million each. It's not just the players and clubs raking it in. Football agents can receive tens of millions from a single transfer. Agents are there to represent players and negotiate on behalf of them with clubs. The huge fees involved led to a rise in so-called super agents. The likes of Jorge Mendes, for example, have made millions for clinching lavish deals for high-profile clients like Jose Mourinho and Cristiano Ronaldo. While it sometimes feels that spending is out of control, there are actually rules restricting how much clubs can splash out. UEFA launched financial fair play in 2011 to prevent unfettered splurges on players. Clubs can still spend heavily, but counterbalanced with legitimate sources of income. Losses allowed by clubs have doubled to about £50 million over 3 years. One accounting mechanism to limit the impact is signing up players to long-term deals, as Chelsea have done to spread the cost. Mikhailo Mudryk was signed for £88 million on an 8.5-year contract, so that appears around £10 million each year on their accounts. The Premier League is facing challenges. The impact globally of the pandemic on the economy means bills are rising. 3 years on from Brexit, making signings from Europe can be harder and British players can be costlier. But there's no sign of spending in English football slowing down.